The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing quickly out wide, Atwell. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 2-2 Atwell. 63 yards. And the Bears strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the air, Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play to force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's Penix. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is fielded inside the 5. Well, he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Now a 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Play action. Now Williams. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Williams. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. Doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Williams. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
7 yards. And the Bears first down.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monangai. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Monangai taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears add 6 to their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Falcons 6. Santos to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Falcons first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Falcons.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll throw with Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw, Williams. Pass complete to Odunze. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bears.
To the air, Williams. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. From the left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And the Falcons first down.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bears 21, Falcons 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw, it's Williams. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Pressure, and he's taken down. Bears sack.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
Come on, set, hut.
Now it's the backup Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got a man, it's London.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Near the 35-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
On the draw, Robinson. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
Looking to throw, Penix. Short throw, caught by Pitts. He's got room to roam.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
What is going on?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a give, right side Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's second and 8. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 41-yard line.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Second and 2.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And it just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. Williams. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. James Pierce in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
Operating from the gun. Williams. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold it to no gain as the clock runs. Another try, second and 10 now.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 44-yard line.
Here's Penix. He's got Mooney.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Past the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. And that's going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yellow, 43, ready.
Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. Oh, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
Is a turnover on downs.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. That's complete to Mooney. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Penix. That's caught by Pitts.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive, so now sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now, because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
To the air once more, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass complete to Loveland.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. The Falcons send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus.